Before we get started, just want to do a quick shout out to Australian Warfighter Coffee for sponsoring the show. Looking forward to collaborating with them further. If you haven't heard of them, they're veteran owned, they're veteran operated. They're raising awareness for veteran issues and they're doing great things in the community. They've been kind enough to send us a couple of bags of their coffee and it's a bloody good product. Get behind them, guys. AustralianWarfighter.com. Welcome to another episode of the Maladjusted Monkeys. I'm Tommy Archer and joined always by my co-host, my favouring recovering alcoholic, Mr. Shane Clupp.
Hey Tommy.
Hey mate, it's been a while.
It has.
It's been 4 or 5 weeks since I've seen you.
3 weeks, yeah, since we went outfield.
Yep, so you've been outfield for a while. Apologies for my voice if it's croaky. I am sick as a fucking dog at the moment.
No, it's just very sultry, very soothing.
Thanks, okay. Yeah, well, that's why I'm drinking Aspro Clear in one cup and tea with a bit of honey in the other cup.
Yeah, I noticed you were quite liberal with my honey, actually.
I'm not paying for it, so I don't see an issue with it, really, mate. Fucking defence pays for half your rent anyway.
Well, but...
Don't tell them that.
No.
So you've been outfield 3 weeks.
Yep.
Where you been?
Canungra.
Oh, fuck
Beautiful
that place,
Canungra.
Man. Fuck that place.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. As opposed to when we used to go there as grunts, It's a completely different kettle of fish.
Well, yeah, what is, for you now, what is going outfield like?
Well, obviously it depends on the exercise, but... we'll be going off and doing our training and normally we're being reacted to go out and do a job. And we'll travel there in our PMVs. And so you're always like taking a road. You're never like going off route to kind of, to get to somewhere. And so anytime we're driving around, you're going past all that Lantana and wait a while and shit. I'm just like thinking back to Stand 11 and shit like that. Like, thank
such an
fuck.
incline.
Yeah.
So are you pack marching anymore?
No. Oh, you do. So it depends on whether you're doing a dismounted job and you can't get vehicle access into there. You might need to carry all your equipment in there, which is a fuck ton of equipment. But, didn't really do that this exercise. However, the one coming up, we probably will do a lot more of that.
I think you'd still do that. And are you sleeping out in the rain still?
Yeah. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Under a hoochie?
So this exercise, again, we didn't. But, because you'll go forward to wherever and you could be, attached to an engineer call sign or a grunt crawl sign and you'll be doing everything that they are pretty much. Yeah.
So it feels a lot better than what I remember of it.
Yeah, I mean, I always love going outfield. Now that I've gotten back in, it's, I have more of an appreciation for it than I suppose because I'm enjoying that time away from civilization and no contact with anyone a lot more. So, instead of sitting there looking at my phone the whole time.
Are you saying time away from your girlfriend? Is that what you're trying to say, mate?
No, not at all. I miss her very much. It's all the other fuckwittery that I'm glad to be away from.
Oh, okay, good.
Fuck you, mate.
All right, so you're back now. Well, you got back last week.
Yeah, on Friday.
Okay. Yeah. Have you got a bit of a hangover from it all? Or?
Oh, mate, I tell you what, because I'm in the different troop, like in the training certification troops. There's only, I call it a troop, but there's only 3 of us in it.
Yep.
So we were kind of running around with our asses hanging out a fair bit, getting like 3 or 4 hours sleep just because we had to set up each night for the next job and then get up at 4:30 in the morning to make sure that stuff was good to go. And
you're doing this every night?
Most nights,
for 3 weeks? 3-4 hours sleep?
For the last week and a half we were. But yeah, it was pretty, not hectic, but just long hours having to write shit up for the scenarios and things like that. So it's just a different kind of, difficulty really. Like the other guys are the same, like they might work, like they'll do a certain task that would take them 10 hours to complete. And during that time, you're not doing a lot. You're kind of, or as much as I can, de-essing it, like directing them and whatnot. And then they'll go back and rest up. And that's when you then switch on and have to do your stuff. So it's really interesting seeing it from a different side. And I'm finding that added responsibility is actually, helping me a lot in getting out of my head with stuff. Like having that added responsibility, I'm no longer worrying about, what's the point of everything and shit like that. It's, it's got more to focus on especially like even now when I'm at home and me and Madison will be talking about something, all of a sudden I'll just start zoning out. I'm like, oh yeah, we could do this or that. So, it's given me a bit more purpose and stuff as well. So I'm finding like that added responsibility is actually helping a lot.
Oh, so you're enjoying that work still?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's
I
really
remember when I was in and I'd go to Canungra, I'd come back and go, why the fuck am I doing this job? You're really not paying me enough to do this shit.
Yeah, 100%. And a lot of it's, even now for a lot of guys, if you don't look for something to do, and it can be just thumb and bum, going with the motions. However, in our job, like with search and exploitation of explosive devices and things like that, you've really got to be thinking about the bigger scenario of what's going on and how you achieve.
Well, there's more in your role you're in now. There's more to think about. There's more aspects to it.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
As a grunt, it was, righto, there's enemy here, let's go there.
Yeah.
And just kill everyone.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah. Just sitting there facing out.
Yeah, exactly. Or waiting to be attacked for 3 weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
And nothing happens.
Yeah, so when I got back on Friday, man, I was absolutely buggered. Like, Madison was at a friend's birthday party, so she didn't actually get back until, I think, 9:30. I got home at 4:30, passed out straight away, woke up at 9:30 when she dropped Macca's on my lap and ate that, and then went to bed. She's like, oh, I'm going to shower, I'll come back out and talk. I'm like, yeah, no worries, and out like a light again.
God. I did briefly talk to you on Friday, and you sounded wrecked.
Yeah.
And I knew I wasn't going to bother you too much. I think it was like a 15-second call, and you just get back, and you're like, yep. I'm like, you sound tired, mate. Yep. All right, mate, I'll give you a call back another day.
Yeah, so, no, it was really good, man. Really, it was good to actually be able to get back in the field, because, like, the second half of last year, being downgraded with a lot of the bigger exercises, I couldn't get waivers to go out, so I had to stay back while everyone else went outfield, and that was...
Is this your first time outfield since
May last year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, see, I didn't know that.
And that was pretty painful, like, watching everyone else get to go out and stuff.
So it would have been good. It would have been a social thing as well.
Exactly,
because, you're out there with the boys,
still
part of the team, still doing the job.
Yeah, exactly. Like, even at the start of this exercise, some paperwork got lost for my waiver, and my medical officer didn't want to sign off on a new waiver until she'd seen me, because she hadn't seen me for a month and a half.
Yeah.
So I'd gone outfield, found out like after an hour of being there, Clappy, we're sending you home because she needs to see us. Like, are you kidding? Like,
did
I'm
you?
sleeping.
I think I spoke to Madison, and she said that you came back.
Oh, mate,
to see the doc.
I was so fucking pissed off. So I had to come home to get that, and it had to go up to like OC, CO, then like some 2-star had to fucking sign off on it. Like, I can understand why, like, safety, we don't want, Clappy going off the rails and driving some cunt into it. Well, I can't even drive, but, we had no live ammunition, no explosives. I wasn't allowed to drive anyway, so I'm like...
Oh, what's the worst mate, how much damage could you have done, really, mate? Let's be honest.
Leave me alone with some shoelaces and... I'm a guy for that shit, I'll find a way.
Someone come quick, he made a noose.
But
give this cunt some thongs. He can't have shoes anymore. It's moccasins or nothing. All right.
So a bit painful to getting off the ground, but once we got into it, it was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
But I think you're pretty much in the same boat. You've
well, I had like 5 weeks off, pretty much, and went back to work 2 weeks ago.
It felt like 5 weeks. That was a long time.
Mate,
and you
like
were going nutty as well.
Yeah, it was.
Over that 5 weeks.
Yeah. Well, you soon realise you don't have the money to
keep yourself occupied.
It's like, I want to do this every day. You think of these grand plans, like, shit, I really don't have the income to to do that. But no, it was good going back, because when I went back to work, I was instructing, operational skills instructing.
Is that at the academy?
No, so I was at a shooting range somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You just go to a random city range and just do...
We have one booked in. I won't say where it is, but...
Hush, hush.
Hush, hush. Should I be concerned about that briefing?
No, I'm pretty sure that was the GoPro turn itself.
Oh, fuck. Right. We'll cut this shit out. I would say where the range is. But, so I was basically instructing, just doing the taser requalifications.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you get to tase each other?
No, well, I have been tasered. That's like when you go through the academy.
Yeah.
But
not for
no one really opts.
Wants to do it again.
No one really wants to do it again. It's 5 seconds.
Well, that's telling, because when we were allowed to do it, well, we weren't really allowed to, but when you could get away with doing it with the CS gas, that you do your training in the mob suits and shit, and used to do King of the Chamber and see who could stay in there the longest, and everyone was quite keen to do that again. Like, it's pretty bad, but it's not that bad. But when people are saying like, no, I'm not doing that again, like, that must be pretty bad.
Yeah, well, something like gas is, I don't know, it doesn't, it's uncomfortable, I would say, gas. You know?
Yeah.
Whereas getting tasered for 5 seconds, it's just, it's more than annoying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
It's not like, oh, that was uncomfortable. Like, for 5 seconds, it feels like it goes for fucking ages.
When you hit someone with a taser, are you holding in that trigger and that keeps delivering the shock until you let it go? Or
no,
it's a preset thing, it'll stop after 5 seconds?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, so it's a 5 second ride. Mm-hmm. And then, but after the 5 seconds, the subject can get back up and you're not injured from it.
Yeah.
It's just during that 5 second cycle, you
just put you on your ass.
Basically, you just seize up. Like, you just, really can't do much. But once it's over, you're good to go. There should be no long-term injury.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can talk about or even weigh in on this, but someone at work was talking about one of the political parties, I can't remember which one it was wanting to remove tasers from general duties and only give them to specialist units or people with specialist training. Or
I don't know much about that stuff.
Okay,
I had heard this, but that would be a fucking ridiculous idea.
Yeah, well, it seems to me that taking away a non-lethal option and coppers then only be able to carry a lethal option and pepper spray seems a bit silly.
Yeah.
But I don't know much, mate. Like, you know, I think we keep saying this, but like, I'm not an expert.
No, I was about to say, I'm not an expert either, but I am. I'm a taser instructor, but I won't go into the political aspect, but that'd be a fucking ridiculous idea to try to take tasers off coppers, mate. Like, like you said, it's a non-lethal option that is very effective.
Yeah.
You know, even just the presence of it coming out.
Well, have you used a taser before on a job?
I haven't had to deploy it on someone, but
have you worked with someone who has, or like seen the results of it being used?
Yeah, I have, not for a while. But even just taking it out, like...
Is it, that escalation?
Yeah, because most people, they think, back to the movies, they think they're going to get electrocuted. You know what I mean? So they see, like, someone in a movie getting tasered and, like, after 5 seconds, if they're still getting tasered, they set on fire.
Spontaneously combust.
Yeah, exactly. So I think most people, when they see a taser come out, when you activate it's got the red dot, they're like, oh, fuck, like, this guy means some serious business. But it's like, no, it's just like...
Someone was showing me a video. Oh, this is where we need a producer who can, like, throw it up on the screen.
Yeah, pull that up, Jamie.
I think it was the UK, and this guy, it was a doggy, he had the dog there, and this guy with his shirt off, just like going at him, like, carrying on. And he pulled out his taser, he's like, mate, stay away from me, get on the ground, do what you're told. And mate's like, come on then, let's do it. He starts going towards, he's like, righto, boom. He lights him up and he's on the ground, he's like, I'm really sorry. Oh, why would you do that? It's like, I told you, mate, get on the ground.
It is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It is not nice.
Yeah, he was quite apologetic afterwards.
Even like, it's same with gas, but the cap spray we use, like that hurt more than I was expecting.
Yeah.
As well. I was like, oh, this will be fine.
Because my uncle's, prison officer.
Oh, yeah, yep.
And, he's saying, like, that's fucking bad.
Yeah. Oh, but when I got, because I cop a secondary, not direct spray to the eyes, but they basically...
Oh, no, eyebrow, yep.
And let it drip down. I was like, I've been gassed in the army before, like, this is not going to hurt at all. I'll be fine. And then, they put it there and they're like, right, I open your eyes. I'm like, Jesus! And then it's like, all right, pick up this bat and hit the subject. And I think my initial reaction was like, kind of like, because I had that army mentality, I treated it like a stoppage drill, whereas I was ineffective for a minute, so I just took a knee. Like, I was going to, like, rectify the stoppage of my eyes. I took a knee. I'm like, hang on. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, no, that's not helping at all. And then after that, I was like, that fucked me up for the rest of the day, actually. It then gave me a headache for the rest of the day.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think how we got on fucking tasers. Oh, you're training,
So I did that for the first week, then went back out on the road for the second week, and now here we are, mate. It's the weekend. Got the weekend off. Back to work tomorrow.
Well, how are you finding, like, because I remember while you did at that time off, I think it was around the 2 or 3 week mark, you called me up. I think you sent me a text first. Yeah, coffee, mate, I need to chat. I'm like, oh, fuck. So I gave you a quick call back. It's like, what's going on, mate? What's going on?
Yeah, I do remember that. What was going on? I can't remember. I think I was just hitting one of them.
You couldn't sleep. You were feeling really, really down about life, about going back to work. You weren't sure if this is what you wanted to do.
Yeah, I think that comes down to the. I think we said it just before, when you've got that much time off and you're running out of things to do or whatever, or probably a week I didn't have my son with me. And
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Then I got.
And your old man was out of the house as well. He'd gone.
Yeah,
to
that's
the
right.
Goldie.
That was at the Goldie.
Yeah.
I think it was that. Just feeling a little bit down, couldn't sleep, and then that's when the sad thoughts come in. And oh God, all I want to do is sleep right now. Get up and go do something next day. And I think I've always gravitated towards work to keep me occupied. Which is that's why I took the leave, so I didn't gravitate towards it. Took time off, but then I find myself going, I need something to do. And I just got to get used to it not being work. It has to be other things. Which
is funny because it was swapped around then because you didn't have that much leave or any leave over Christmas, but I had the 4 weeks, I think it was off, and I was going through the same thing.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I don't know what I want to do with my life, getting really depressed and stuff. And I think after we talked through it and we started talking about the podcast, and even then, I think you were brought up, missing out on that opportunity for that position, role, for that specialist role you're going through. And then once we sat down, we structured out that plan of okay, well, that's not going to happen right now, but if I focus on the steps to get to that level, right, the first thing I need to do is knock on the head my assessments that I've been putting off.
Yep.
Then, that's going to get me closer. And then all of a sudden it's you sounded a lot more, rejuvenated.
Yeah, that's right. By the end of the conversation, I think that's all it was. You got to develop that plan.
Yeah.
I think when you're confused and your head is all over the place.
And you've got no plan because you've got nothing structured on what you need to achieve during your
that's it. That's probably what it was. I was just unstructured and confused and just talking to you for 30, 45 minutes. By the end of it, you said, well, this is how we should do it. You need a structure. Do steps A through to B, C, D, E, F, and then...
Hey, Charlie J!
Good Nick Cage reference.
Yeah.
And that's what I need. I'm like, okay, I just need to reevaluate, refocus.
Yeah.
And I'll get to my objective. And that's all I need because I felt good by the end of that chat.
Yeah. And even about that. Yeah, I felt better. I felt more motivated after that. It is that simple. Fuck this medication off.
That's right. How are you going with the drinking?
Good.
I know so you went out last night.
Yeah, so we went and saw The Book of Mormon.
And how was it?
Oh, mate.
I really want to see that,
shit.
I really want to see
I'm so glad because we booked our tickets last year when they first announced they were coming back to do another tour. We booked them straight away and holy shit, man, that was funny.
Good.
Going into it that it's it's Matt Stone and Trey Parker from South Park.
Yeah.
And you know what their humour is like. But then to see these people on stage being very theatrical and being able just to sing and do all that stuff so well, and then to hear, might have to throw a few beats in there, but fuck God in the beep beep beep,
yep.
Oh mate, it was fucking hilarious. Highly recommend it. It was brilliant. So we went out, met my brother and a couple of other city mates out. I had one beer before the show.
This is a daytime event.
Yes, I think it started at 2. We got in there about 1. And then had a glass of wine during. And then I think we were on not gin and tonics, soda water and limes after that. And then we went home by about 5 o'clock, I think. So...
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, so the other medication I'm on, the Campril, is helping a lot in reducing those cravings.
Okay.
Before I went outfield, I think it was the week before, I actually started seeing this other specialist who is a psychiatrist dealing with drug and alcohol rehabilitation. Because after that first kind of mini breakdown November last year, I was of the mindset that holy shit, I might need to go into an inpatient program to sort this out.
Yeah, and that's what I was worried about for you.
Yeah, but after, making myself more accountable to everyone, it made it a lot easier to kind of not drink as much, especially not at home. Haven't been drinking at home. But those type of events where, catching up with people, and especially that time, because I was so buggered, didn't want to talk really to anyone, did not have the energy to get out of my introverted shell. I I really wanted to drink, and like having those one or two like helped me get over that, and I was a bit more perky after that. But at the moment, the goal is to try and not drink anything for 3 months. But you know, all things accounted for, like I'm pretty happy with how it's chugging along at the moment. Like, have it was like 3 weeks out. Feel was good. Obviously, couldn't touch it. So yeah, it's tracking along pretty well. But that psychiatrist, I like him a lot. I was talking at one point about you know, a bit of background on myself and whatnot, and you know, I got to a bit more of what's going on in the present, and how before the medications I had a lot of existential crisis about what's the point of fucking anything, and you want to neck myself. And he goes, "Yeah, look, mate, got it, but you know, that's hysterical. You know that, right?" I'm like, "Well, yeah." It's like, no, what? Hysterical. You're being hysterical.
Oh, you're being hysterical. I thought you meant as in that is fucking funny, mate.
No. Like you'd let it. Just you're going over the top with it. Okay. You know, it just he was just real no nonsense about it, and I was like,
finally, someone who talks to you like that.
Yeah,
apart from me,
it was really good. And it's like I want to think up more. Like, not that I think like that a lot.
Did it piss you off when he said that?
No, not really. But I want to. You know, like I'm really contrarian. I like to argue the point, just purely to argue the point. And I was like, no, you're right. Yeah. I felt like I had to pull my head in. So, yeah, it was really good having like someone who's no nonsense just going, no, mate, you've been fucking hysterical about it. No.
Yep.
I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
He's an army psych?
No,
so
external. Yeah, another external one, which is, good. But he's one of the ones that like guys with alcohol issues go to for an Ogra. So he has dealt with a lot of army guys and stuff before, so he knows, you know, what the goal is with it all. But yeah, so really good.
When you went out yesterday for the drinks, did you find yourself wanting to go out and have more?
Not really, man.
No?
Nah.
You said you were with your brother. Yeah. Any time in the past that you go to Harvey Bay and you're with your brother, it normally becomes a whole weekend affair.
Yeah. I mean, it was tempting, but again, that camper was really helping with the cravings. I think I got a second beer before the show, and I think I had maybe a third of it. I went, oh, you want the rest of this, babe? Yeah, I gave Madison the rest of it. Like, it's just like, there's no point. Like, I'm just getting more and more of a taste for it, and it's going to make it harder. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just go.
Because I did text Madison yesterday because I knew we were recording today, but you were going out last night. Well, I thought it was a nighttime thing, so I just said, hey, just look after him. That was it. And then she messaged me when you got home and was like, the sun was still up. And she's like, oh, he's just playing video games at the moment, you know. He seems happy.
Seems happy.
You know, it was like I was asking about a kid that we share custody with. Oh, he's just playing his video games at the moment. He seems happy. Oh, that's good.
Misses you a lot. You need to spend more time with him.
Yeah, exactly.
You're playing a bit distant.
But I think that was one of the first things I asked. Was like, is he happy or is he pissed off or anything? She said you seemed... How would you see Madison? Madison's off screen here, but...
It was beautiful. Like, it was really lovely.
It was beautiful.
Come back from an event and not have fought at it.
To have come back from an event and not have fought?
Yeah, not have fought.
Had a fight.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's what you want in a relationship, I guess. Yeah.
I always thought it could be much simpler. Just don't get on my back about drinking. We'd be fine.
We could have avoided this whole mess.
Let's do it.
Could have avoided the medication and everything. Oh, well, that's good, man. Like, especially for you to come home and go, you know, I'm fine with not drinking.
Yeah, I wouldn't say like I'm fine with it, but but seriously, it's becoming a lot easier. A lot easier. Even over Christmas, I think we talked about last time. You know, it's different, and it's just getting used to that. Not being, I'm not going to be in that same mindset I used to be, where you know, all that other shit that bothers me is gone, like what it normally is when I drink. But now I've just got to learn how to talk to people.
Oh, mate, I've seen you sober and talk to people. You're fine, mate.
Yeah, it's like you and the boys.
Yeah, but we'll get there. So you don't need to be an extrovert.
No, I know that.
But you can hold a conversation.
Barely. But anyway.
I digress.
Yeah.
No, well, I'm glad. I'm happy.
No, me too, man. Like, I think even when the next day we woke up at 10 o'clock, we had a pretty big sleep in, and as tired as I think I was still pretty chipper. Like, you know, wasn't
today.
Yesterday.
Oh, yesterday.
Yeah, so like having that first sleep in my bed. after field. I mean, fuck, we were sleeping in swags inside, so it wasn't really
well, that's all right.
the end of the world. But
Yeah.
So, mate, things are chugging along pretty fucking well.
Yeah, you seem good. And you and Madison seem happy, which is good. I haven't had a message from her in a while. But you've been at field, so you haven't had a chance. Yeah, exactly. You haven't had a chance.
Actually, I am starting to get a bit worried about you.
About how much me and Madison.
Yeah, because like we'll be sitting there or whatever, and all of a sudden she's getting all these pings on her phone. I'm like, normally it's Sherry or someone else, and it's like Tommy Archer. It's like,
it's me, mate.
Okay,
it's me.
Talking about fucking maths or some shit.
Maths. Yeah,
maths. What did I say?
Maths.
Maths.
It's maths with an F, not with a CH.
That's what I said. Maths.
Oh, did you? Oh, it's hard to tell. Don't start the Guzman Gomez thing.
Well, it worked out well last time.
Oh, I just finished my aspirin. That tastes like shit. Did you know Aspro Clear was still a thing?
I didn't know what. I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, like the dissolvable aspirins.
Never used them.
You've never used
them?
them?
Not a fan.
Wait, you said you never heard of them?
Yeah,
You're not a fan.
Yeah,
because I
don't like things that are new. I don't like new things.
Well, that's the thing. That I didn't even know they existed. Then I was on your way here this morning.
Yes,
and I pulled in the chemist and I said, I'm like, I've got a throat infection, a chest infection. Give me everything you've got. You know, and I'm expecting like some sort of spray or a magic tablet or something. And then she pulls
some kind of spray, like
a throat spray.
Oh, okay.
Thing. Yeah, like an antibacterial thing. Yeah. Then she pulls out this packet that I haven't seen since 1997 when I was a kid. She's like, here, use Aspro Clear. Just throw 3 of these in the water and you'll be fine. I'm like, that's for headaches.
What's the difference?
I don't know.
What's in Aspro Clear?
I don't know, but it's for headache. I'm like, did you not hear what I said? I got a throat and chest infection.
Yeah,
not for a headache. But that's like my third one over. I'm feeling alright.
Yeah, look, see, I'm still not. I'm not lying because I'm still feeling confused. Very confused.
So am I, man. But I'm under the weather, so who cares? So you're back at work this week.
Yeah.
Normal hours.
Oh god, yeah, that's gonna be fun. You gotta still unpack.
What are you doing now? I think last time we had an episode together, we talked about it briefly. Thursdays is Sporties Day. When everyone drinks.
Yeah, well, not everyone drinks, but you know, it's an afternoon where you can participate in having a couple of drinks before you go home. And
So what are you doing now when everyone says, "Hey"?
So I've got permission off my boss that I can just go home when I'll get points off him prior to, and then go home. But generally, I'll just grab a Coke or whatever and start trying to inoculate myself to it.
And is everyone around you, like your mates at work? No, everyone's pretty.
Yeah, everyone knows.
So no one's like, "Oh, just fucking."
No.
Oh, really? No. That's good.
Yeah, man. Everyone knows. I'm pretty open with it all at work, so everyone knows where I'm at with alcohol and my shit. The boys still give me shit, which is funny as fuck. But in a banter kind of way, not a piece of shit.
Yeah. That's the military culture I remember.
Yeah. Oh, and even then, I remember, I can't remember his name, but he was, what do they call it? Straight edge?
Ricey?
Yeah.
But,
people would give him a bit of shit, but once people were he's like, no. Yeah, and just stuck to his game. He's like, no, I'm not doing it. And then was like, yeah, okay, fair enough, whatever.
Yeah, because you knew you weren't going to change it.
Yeah.
Or Steely.
Yeah, that's a different kettle of fish.
Yeah. But yeah, completely straight edge as well. Never tried a sip of alcohol, I don't think. But then going back to Ricey, he's completely different now.
Really?
Yeah, he moved to the States. This is what I hear anyway.
Yeah.
I'm sure people will correct me. After they hear this, they'll message me and go, no, you got it all wrong. Pretty sure he moved to the States with some girl and now he's drinking all the time.
Oh, good on him. Oh, mate, well,
you could be a sponsor.
You got to experience it,
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah,
let loose while you're still a bit young.
Yeah, I think and that's probably what it was. He'd never tried alcohol before. He was a young guy, and then
which could be a little bit bad. Could just completely go off the deep.
Yeah, because you've never had it. You've waited till you're mid-20s. Now you're trying and you're partying and everything. It's the new thing. Whereas most of us get it out of our system early, and then there's you,
or like most people in the army.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is funny because talking to other guys at work, and it can be a bit hard to explain. Again, because I don't feel like I have PTSD or anything like that, but a lot of guys in the defence, and I imagine it's the same in paramedics, coppers, things like that, can be quite heavy drinkers, and a lot of the time it's normal, and people find a way to make that work.
Yeah.
And so sometimes it's a bit like they don't quite understand why I'm doing it, but then I guess the background to that is we've talked about a lot is when I have kids, and it's happening more for you now because you've had Boston now for 2 years. 2 years. It's like I don't want my kid, like, when people ask him about his old man, like, oh, yeah, what was your old man like? Oh, every time I come home, he was fucking pissed. He was always on the Jeffersons and whatnot. And then, like I was saying before, with the responsibility at work, you know, even though I could, like, as a digger, I could go to work and, you know, get through the day, you know, hungover as fuck and still, you know, come out shining. But as I get more and more responsibility, like, that's just not conducive to being, you know, taking on that responsibility and being professional and being able to, you know, perform at your peak.
But also, you're older now. Like, your life's changed from when we were, like, early 20s.
Like, I mean, I understand why people say that, because, like, that psychiatrist I was talking to said the same thing. And I don't know, for me, that doesn't resonate with me as a reason why not to. Like, I think, and that's why it's different for every person. It's trying to find that reason that resonates within them as to why you can't do it. I mean, it's the same with smoking. Like, I fucking love smoking, and I can see all the advertisements about fucking old Brian and whatnot. It doesn't bother me until I find, like, a reason. Potentially it's going to be when Madison's pregnant or something like that, you know, to actually want to quit. And it's the same with alcohol. Like, until it's really started to affect my relationship with her, and started to see it more at work, because I've got a lot more, even just being a digger there, when I first got there, there's a lot more responsibility and stuff, and I couldn't keep up as much as I used to. So it's when it starts to affect something that's important to you, is when you start to find that you then have that reason to...
Wait till you have a kid and you do the first time you go out on the piss and you have to look after a kid hungover.
Yeah.
You will never want to do that ever again.
Like, a lot of the guys at work say the same thing.
No,
like,
it is. Yeah, it's the worst fucking thing. Yeah.
Because, like, they're up at, like, Sparrow's Fart, like, just play with me.
Pretty much. Like, and it's non-stop. Like, especially at the age of 2. So you're on all the time.
That's where I imagine, oh my God, it's killing me. Your next door neighbour. Oh, what time? Clint. I imagine being ADHD would come in real handy with having kids.
Yeah,
well, you can stay on their level.
When you watch him play with his kids, like, he's got so much energy, which is good.
Well, that day we were over there and he was reading his young fella that book, and he was doing, like, all the different voices.
Yeah.
He was into it more than the kid was. Like, the kid kept trying to walk away, like...
hey, you come back here.
What's that, Simpsons? With... don't make me tell you again, scooch closer.
Was that your Christopher Walken?
Yeah, and I think you'll find it was quite spot on.
Yeah, okay.
We'll let the audience decide.
Yeah, we will.
You're on my side. Stop
It's more like
Tommy.
What was the line? Let me see if I can do it. What was it? Don't make me say it again. Scooch closer. That sounded exactly like yours.
Yeah,
that was pretty bad.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, that was bad. Anyway,
let's steer away from that.
Yeah, let's get off that. But yeah, Clint has so much energy, and even when I take Boston over there and he reads George and Boston a book, Boston's like amazed by Clint because he's doing all the voices. And now imagine being hungover trying to do that, not just for 8 hours, not a shift. Like, I'm talking 14 and 15 hours.
I can definitely understand why, like, so many people in the army end up staying back late to get work done, because that seems to me that would be way easier than coming home and dealing with like energetic kids and shit.
I had a mate who was at my station, Copper, and this must have been about 3 years ago. He's got 2 kids, and he's like the nicest guy, but I think he was always stressed with home life and stuff. Like, he's an intense guy, and he finished work late afternoon or maybe early in the evening. Like, we'll say 8.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just started, and he was just sitting there reading the paper. He had the front part of the paper, and he had de-kitted, and he was just sitting on a chair reading. It's like behind me. I turned around, I'm like, what are you doing? You finished like 10, 15 minutes ago. And he like looked at me and inhaled. He was like, mate, I've got 2 kids. This is my time now. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to read this paper front to back, and then I'm going to go home. And I was like, oh, okay. All right. I was like, Jesus Christ, where's this dude's soul? He has no soul. Like, that scared me. But I completely get it now.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, even if you don't like reading the paper, just that time.
Yeah.
Just, it was the way he inhaled that. He was like, oh, fuck, this dude's intense. But I completely get it now. It's tough.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Wait till you have one, mate.
I'm still up in the air. It's so scary and daunting. Anyway. So I guess that's pretty much everything that's been happening with us since our last catch up episode.
Yeah, and it's all positive stuff, which is good.
Yeah. It's actually quite nice to be able to do one where, as funny as it can be, not like, so I was thinking about necking myself the other day.
Yeah,
and
it's good when you're not. So,
looking forward to the future, like a bit more positively. But yeah, actually, like, what do we have lined up? We've got a few things lined up.
So we've got a few guests coming up in the next fortnight. And the other thing we're looking at branching off into is, especially on our YouTube channel, is kind of a little web series, I guess, where you and I will go try out different activities that have helped people. So we're going out to a wellness center soon to try an infrared sauna and a float tank, which I'm interested to see you in those settings. And then we're going out to a yoga studio in West End.
Which I'm very much looking forward to.
And I'm looking forward to seeing you in that environment as well.
I'm looking forward to meeting
Tal.
Very much looking forward to meeting him. He seems like a really funny guy.
Yeah.
He seems like
I think you and him will
funny
get
guy.
along really well.
Yeah.
And we'll go out there, do some yoga and meditation. And
man, I am so inflexible. It is so.
mate, I'm inflexible too, and this is all going to be recorded. So,
Excellent.
So yeah, if anyone listening has got any other activities or ideas for things me and Shane can go try, shoot us a message. We'll see if we can organise something, go try it, film it, and see if it works for us. Even if it doesn't work,
we'll just cut it out.
We'll just cut it out and not use it, basically. Yeah. But apart from that, just stay tuned and hopefully we can pump out some more things, more content. Got anything else, Shane?
Nah, mate.
All right, well, that's another episode in the books. The Maladjusted Monkeys, we're out.